and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns. Today we have the Minish Cap Randomizer tournament, the loser bracket quarterfinals match between FrancoiseHarpie and AeroRaiser. Commentators for this are Myth and iBot02. Take it.
Hey, how's it going?
So yeah, losers bracket quarterfinals round 1 because bracket run names are a bit weird on that. Basically, the first of the 2 rounds of 8 in the loser bracket.
Apologies to everyone. It's now 8 PM here in the UK, which is the bang as loud as you can for the NHS time of the week. I'm just gonna mute myself for a while.
Sure. I think we would have been able to do that, but sure. So yeah, it's actually only Francois' second tournament match, because being seeded number 1, he got a bye for the first round, lost his first winners bracket match, and got another bye due to RPG Dragon dropping out of the tournament due to PC issues. Whereas Arrow has actually won those matches that Francois got a bye for, but also lost in the winners top 16. If I'm not mistaken. No, he lost... Yeah, no, that's right. So... not sure what else to say. I think Myth would start to engage in patch reading here, which we do have the shield next to the Octo, so... And looks like we're starting here. So Myth is calling Kinstone on non-required Octo. I mean, that could happen. Just the hard piece in Link's house. And some rupees. Okay, both setting the quick warp at town first before going into the tower. I think that's basically the same as just going there and quick warp to the Link's house in terms of time. That was a Kinstone, and looks like it was a Cloudtop's Kinstone. Okay, apparently it's like 1 second faster. But only the Kinstone in the tower. That Kinstone, of course, does not unlock any more checks right now, since the main thing we would need to unlock checks would be something to break trees. There are a few items that would still give us access to new checks, but what you want to find at the beginning of any seed is that item to break trees, or give you access to the South Hyrule Rupee Cave.
Alright, I'm back.
So yeah, nothing in the shop. I didn't see the visible item in the figurine house, so...
In figurine house, no. We didn't see. Arrow checked it.
Did Arrow check it? I thought Arrow just talked to Cafe Lady and pushed the bookshelf, but...
Oh, it was pushing the bookshelf. I assumed he went over to the...
No, I think he was pushing the bookshelf. That's the time difference to Francois. But yeah, Mayor's Basement also has nothing, so down to the single trees here and the 2 courtyard checks.
Yeah, I'm surprised both of them did checks in town, and sometimes you just think, nah, it's like after you get Cafe Lady and you don't get anything at the beginning, it's like, I'm just gonna go to Tingle Trees and find progression there.
Yeah, but I can also see, like, the Mayor's Basement isn't a slow check by any means, it's...
Yeah, but you can get it on the way back down. Yeah, I don't agree with people who put off Mayor for ages. I know some people put it off until they get their blue sword. Which
I mean, if you can do that, that's the most efficient way to do it.
Yeah, but... it is, but on the other hand, it's a Sphere 0 check.
Yeah, you really, like... I can see doing that if you, like, find your sword in Link's house and then get, like, your second sword in the Rupee Cave and...
Oh,
looks like
boy!
It's gonna be early blue sword. That's a cape in the Tingle Tree center chest, so... Francois saving here... Nope, okay, I thought he was gonna... Oh, he's gonna take that to this to over to Trinity? Or this cave? Okay.
I already hate this steed.
Thanks, Arrow.
Thank you, Arrow. 3 minutes in.
3 minutes in.
Already unmuted.
Yeah, I must be doing something right.
Come on, Arrow, you got a cape straight away.
I don't know why Franz was saved there. I guess he wants to... Nope. Okay, might have just decided not to quick warp and saved due to that.
Yeah, I'm not sure
I
what
thought that was
saves
saving there, go into courtyard and reset back to save the walk back, but apparently he didn't do that.
Maybe. Yeah, they didn't go
That's what
to
I thought
the
when he saved
so.
there, but he didn't, so...
I'm surprised they're messing around so much with all of these other checks. Like, go to South Field, get that rupee cave. Come on.
Yeah, that's...
You had your cape for about a minute now.
I mean, it kind of makes sense to get these checks on the way. But yeah, you really want to see what that rupee cave gives you to...
Rockbreaker.
Rockbreaker, the mushroom, a bomb bag, that's the important one, and the
Caster.
stone for Caster.
I guess it's Minish Woods
bomb
now.
bag is South Minish Woods entrance, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Follow that bomb bag.
that bomb bag does break trees, so...
Yeah, have we got a map check yet? We haven't.
I don't think we have got a map check yet, no.
Yeah, cape and bomb bag. What can you do with that?
I mean, aside from going through Minish Woods, maybe up into like London and... Like that is definitely the direction I would go with this, like...
Yeah, you've got lots of Lake Hylia open to you, so I think that is how you route it, is Minish Woods up through.
Minish Woods, go up into North Minish Woods, go to London, get those few checks you can do, go into Lake Hylia.
Yeah.
Can dip droplets if you want to.
Early droplets? I mean, you want to check your map first before you do that.
So, like, you're getting that first rupee path, you just do that anyways, and it's not like you're gonna finish it when you enter it without any swords, so...
I like to get my lantern first before going into droplets, and
Sure, but...
recently...
Like, that's, like, going into droplets is assuming you went all through Minish Woods, London, and the other checks on Lake Hylia you can access and not find anything.
There's a kinstone.
There's the kinstone on the South Harpies and Minish Woods.
Yeah, but recently so many people got burnt because they went into droplets too early, like just too early, because like as soon as they left and gone to Lon, there was their lantern there.
Oh yeah, no, I would do like droplets at the end of that route, like go do the London checks first, like that's after having done Minish Woods, after having done London, after having done Lake. If you still don't have something that pushes you somewhere else, then dip into the droplets, like.
Yeah.
And I don't think Myth is...
Oh yeah, oh yeah, the weekly. I forgot you did that.
I didn't see the weekly, so I don't...
Yeah, Hendris did that in the weekly.
Oh, did we find
I called him out on it. Yeah, he lost so much time right at the beginning, but it doesn't matter. All that you need to do to win a weekly is just make some random play halfway through, and then.
So the scroll here on the docks was roll attack. That
yeah,
roll attack. Yeah.
Yeah, no spin attack.
I thought I might have missed another spin. The roll attack being one of the scrolls you can identify by sight.
There's our first sword.
I mean, that's nice to have, and definitely unlocks something that's in logic, but doesn't really do that much.
I think the only thing it opens in logic is Swiftblade.
Simon's?
Oh yeah, Simon as well. Yeah, to logic.
Yeah, like, it could theoretically do Simon with bombs. I don't think we're gonna see that, but yeah. Is there other checks where they need to defeat enemies right now? I don't think there are.
No, not yet.
Yeah, they don't have access to stuff where the sword would be required in Logic, so...
Yeah, it would have to. Oh, there's another one.
All the Kinstones. And
that's
we still
another
don't
cloud
have
top. They're giving them lots of cloud top skinstones early. Now, what is that saying? Still, no map check yet. 9
those
minutes
cloud top
in.
Skinstones don't do anything until you find the red force one.
Yeah.
Either way. So...
Yeah,
I
we
think-
really want to know
if
which
you-
dungeons are required, because...
Yeah, like if you're gonna find lots of Kinstones, not knowing what dungeons you want, I think the Cloud Ops ones are kind of, like, they don't unlock anything by themselves, so... You're fine with getting lots of those, either you will
Okay,
need it,
there's our map check.
which
Okay.
they will need it, so that's, no Deep Shrine, no Royal Crypt for Element. So we
Right,
will
that
need
is
all the
different.
Kinstones in this siege. Could... Yeah, I could get away with a boostless seed, I guess. Since you only really need those for Royal Crypt.
Could have a flipperless seed.
I mean, every seed can be flipperless, right?
Yeah. The thing is, Deepwood and Royal Crypt are some of the fastest dungeons.
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
might
do.
take a while on the seed. So...
Oh yeah, because the dungeons they're required to do are the longest dungeons. They have to do Palace and Fortress as well, so...
Yeah, do you have to go to Octo, do you have to do Palace, do you have to do Fortress, do you have to
Yeah.
go to Europe, those are the...
Yeah, getting all of those Cloudtops Kinstones early is kind of pointing towards there's going to be a Caster Kinstone in Palace, and then they have to do Fortress after.
I mean... We
I mean,
haven't
it's just
got
hinting in that
options
direction. It's
yet,
not saying that's
and
a definite yet.
it's like, we're still a ways off. We
Yeah.
still do need a bunch of stuff to actually go to Palace, so...
Yeah, so they got their bottle, which opens up Lower Krenel, but they need some more. They need the Grip Ring or the Cane to do to get up to Cave of Flames.
Yeah, I think in this situation I would still go to the number of droplets, go check those rupees. You're in the area that's a decent number of checks. You will have to open it anyways. Yes, I know the lantern makes it a bit quicker to get those, but...
I don't know. Right now, I wouldn't say there's anything that's telling you go directly here now. This is still a bit open. You got options.
This is open, yes, but you're, like, if you leave, you're not that, like, you're not getting closer to this, soon. Like, I think I'd want to, like, just get those checks, see if they have anything. If not, great, you know,
Oh,
we'll come back to drop this with the lantern. If they do,
Todd
great,
is
you got that
required.
out.
Todd is required this
Yeah,
seed.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's why, like... If it wasn't, then maybe it's... I think I'd still do it even if it wasn't a required tempo of droplets.
Yeah, no one wanted to take the play into droplets.
Arrow is going there.
Oh, Arrow is going to. Okay, so they were just pushing.
Harpies first makes sense, but then...
Yeah,
Arrow's
then
going
they
there.
pushed the boulder as well.
Yeah, like, you
No,
kind of want to do that.
If you're going to do the play to droplets, I would leap. Because you're going to route out of there, you would then route Waveblade Heart Piece and then push the boulder after you've done droplets just to save a small amount of backtracking. It's like 10 seconds, but...
Yeah, I guess it's... Like, you do want to check Waveblade Harpies first.
Yeah,
in
you don't
case
want
it
your
says
lantern
it has the lamp. And then it's like, if you find the ocarina in here, you're gonna save a bit of time by doing it this way. If you don't, then yeah, the other way would be a bit faster. It's just the sort of thing, like if you find, say, your moments in here, you're gonna route the other way, and then
Oh yeah, definitely.
you don't
Yeah,
want to
that's,
forget about it.
that's
why
immediately
there's
what I
different-
was thinking. Was like, is there going to be moments in here?
Like, moments in here, you probably go to Treasure Cave and then go through the Witch Digging Cave and leave that way, and you wouldn't have an opportunity to push that boulder, and it's really bad
Alright.
if you have to come back and not have pushed that boulder.
Yeah, okay. Francois did the quick checks in town on their way through to Krenel. We're going to see which... We've got some route divergence going on here. We're going to see who's going to pay off from their respective choices at the beginning of this. Is it going to be Aero getting the 6 items at the beginning of Country Droplets, or is it Francois getting to Cave of Flame, to Base of Krenel first? Oh, there's the grip ring. Okay, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's pointing at an advantage for Francois, but Aero's about to hit the repeat
It could,
item there.
except if Arrow finds the cane here or something, then it's like... But yeah.
Oh no!
Nothing in early droplets.
Yeah, not
I don't
great
think
for
this
Aero,
uses
but
that
yeah,
time
Francois
for
gets
Aero,
the grip
like-
ring. That's a nice grip ring spot though.
That is a nice grip ring spot. Means you won't have to pick up the Mountain Dew here.
Yeah, just knowing straight off the bat, it's like you can skip that. It's nice.
Yeah, it's definitely better than finding it later, like after this part in Base of Krim, and then being like, well, now I got this green stuff in my bottle that I'll keep for Vati, I guess.
Yeah, having the grip ring and also having the cape lets them save quite a bit on bombs.
Yeah, cape is the main thing for the base crane checks. I don't think the grip ring
Yeah,
does
'cause
anything here.
you save 3 bombs here if they're all required items. There's our first spin attack, I think.
Yeah, probably at this point.
Yeah, I would definitely go for the beanstalk right away. I'm not sure if I would go for these lower checks immediately.
I think I'd want to do these lower checks first, because if you go for the beanstalk, you've got that weird choice of if you want to keep going if you find nothing. So having done these first makes that a bit easier, keeping going until Cave
Would
of
you
Flames.
keep on going into Cave of Flames without your Karina and without the cane?
Well, what, like...
Yeah, because there's 9 items up there, and I would want to see what those items are, because it's probably
like,
progression
it's also-
somewhere else.
5 items in the front of Cave of Flames, and you kind of also want to see those, and then it's like...
Yeah, peeking Cave of Flames.
And for that you do have to go
yeah,
the other way,
peeking
so
Cave of
it's
Flames
like...
is valuable.
Yeah, so I think I would want to keep going after rain check if I found nothing else on the mountain. But I would want to know if the base has anything before doing that.
I would want to see what's on the beanstalk, because I think there's more on that
Yeah,
beanstalk
but you don't
than
want to
everywhere
climb
else.
to the beanstalk twice.
Yeah, I think the rest of the vanilla route is long enough to dissuade you from climbing the section up to the beanstalk twice. Doing that section twice isn't as bad as potentially
Sure.
having to go through the rest of the section.
It depends
Well,
on what
unnecessarily.
fast checks you got available, though. Like,
Yeah.
Francois did leave those early checks and droplets, which might have made him more inclined to dip. Arrow's gonna be having basically only slow town checks left.
I mean, I've just got a feeling that a lot of the checks here on Chrono are just going to be junk, and your progression item is going to be on that beanstalk, and it's going to tell you to go somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, if there's something on the beanstalk that gives you access to somewhere else, then of course you dip. But if you don't find anything, and you really don't want to be in that situation where you left some easy checks on the base and then have to decide whether to keep going or... Yeah, Arrow gonna pick up his grip ring here.
Yeah, you just got to think about these.
Excuse me?
And
The most
didn't
recent
sound
progression
happy about
items.
that. I didn't hear exactly what Arrow said, but he didn't sound happy.
Are we going to count how many times Aero unmutes?
We probably should.
That was a
Yeah, nothing on Beanstalk.
Yeah, big oof.
And that's why you do the other checks first, because you, like, if you want to keep going here,
Yeah,
it
well,
would feel
yeah.
really bad to dip
I
out
dunno.
the chest and then do the base checks and then
Yeah.
immediately go back up. Like, you don't
Yeah,
want to do
getting
that.
nothing on that beanstalk is saying go to Cave of Flames. So now you would go to Cave of Flames.
Well, yeah,
I
I mean,
don't
it
think
wasn't
Francois will,
nothing.
though.
It was a book, but the book doesn't lead you to anything.
Yeah,
Right,
Francois gonna bail.
Yeah,
That's
Francois-
expected.
Has, like, with the dropless checks he has left, those are some easy checks. He's not gonna find anything there, but yeah, it also does have some more turn checks. It's
Yeah.
gonna be more interesting to see what Arrow decides, because he has fewer checks outside of this.
You've got back at the hearth. Why
yeah,
is
the
Francois buying
1 minute
bombs?
checks. But no, what's
yeah,
the comparison between the checks per minute for vanilla Cave of Flames versus town minute checks with only this minute portal? At the Carpenters.
it takes like 3 minutes to get to Cave of Flames on the
And then
vanilla
it's
round.
like 6 easy checks. Well, 7 if you count the 8 if you count the 2 on the way. Like getting the first chest and the rupees, and then you can of course keep going further into Cave of Flames, but
Yeah, Francois got like 8 items available to them right now in town.
is it that many? Okay. Which are those
Yeah.
8? So there's
Yeah,
the
I just quickly
shop.
counted what they have available.
Yeah, there's the shop, there's the bakery, there's the half. I guess they have 1 in the fountain?
There's 2 in the fountain.
Can they access the back one with
There's
tape?
the
Okay.
Simon's simulation. They have the
That's
cave
Simon's. I don't think
They
they
have-
did.
under the school. They have Anju. Oh, power bracelets.
That doesn't do anything right now, but with the required pilots, it's always nice to have those just in case you want to do pod push.
Yeah, super dry early game. Yeah, this is kind of pointing.
Yeah, we got an
towards
early
King of
cape
Flames having
and
something.
like bombs and not much else.
I think Aero can pull in a lead here if they stick with the play and go to Cave of Flames.
Yeah, I think from Arrow's perspective, this Cave of Flames play looks more attractive than it did for Francois.
Yeah. Did we check the Minish checks in lower cradle?
I want to say yes.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I remember them
No, they
blowing away
did.
the Minish balls.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, that was when you were talking about rushing the beanstalk instead, and I was
Yeah.
like, no, you want to do those first because you might want to keep going after the beanstalk.
Fountain, yeah, I think that's what Francois is going to go for. Francois will full clear town and everything else before they go to, before they make the play up Mount Cradle.
Yeah, no, Francois will dip droplets before going the Vanilla Cave Flames.
Oh yeah, definitely. They're not going to find anything in droplets though.
Yeah, no, they won't find anything there, but like they will do that before going to Vanilla Cave Flames at this point because they have already dipped out of it. So if that is indeed where the progression is, and Arrow finds that, he will have pulled ahead by doing that route.
Yeah, we'll be knowing what Aero is going to do shortly. They've got one more check, which is the rain check, and at that point they'll either quick warp or keep on going.
I want to see them keep on going, but I guess it's reasonable to say, this is too slow, let's do the town checks first and hope of finding Kane.
Yeah, at some point you just need to go, my overworld's too barren now. It's got to, I've got to go for vanilla
Arrows
cable
keep on
flames.
going.
Yep,
And did Arrow do the courtyard? Yeah, he did, right?
yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
so
we
we
saw
know there's
2
nothing
checks
here. But yeah, Francois reviewing that now.
Yeah, it's not actually faster to quick warp there after you check the pond in the garden. You just exit out the pond and then go to the dojo. Even if you don't have swords, if you're just throwing the bushes, it's about 2 seconds faster.
So, did Francois clear out town? He hasn't gone to Fountain yet? He hasn't had Simon's yet?
No, they haven't gone to Fountain.
Yeah,
They did back in the half.
I mean, they kept stayed Minish after doing the Stockwell attic, right? So
Yeah, they did. I just don't remember them going to the brioche
no, but I
bakery roof.
might have been watching Arrow at the time, so it's
Yeah. It's going for Cuckoo Game. I
Trying
think
the
Arrow's
Cuckoo
already
there?
done Cuckoo Game, right?
Yeah, I think Arrow did Coco game. If not, then he did an attempt earlier and is redoing it. Yeah, Arrow did check
And we
if there
saw
was
we saw the Minish crack in Lon Lon. We cleared out Lon Lon, didn't we? We got the pot and the crack.
the pot, the crack, the fountain, and big chest. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I'm very sure on the latter two, and I don't know about the pot, but I think we would have seen that.
Yeah, I think Arrow's leaving the fountain for last location here, and then if they get nothing in the fountain, then they're gonna have to go do vanilla Cave of Flames.
You mean Francois?
Sorry, Francois.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of like fountains also check you don't want to do without Kane, but if it's between vanilla Cave of Flames and doing the fountain without Kane, you're going to do the fountain without Kane.
Well, you see, we were watching someone play their first ever seed last night, and they had the Kane on the visible spot in the fountain.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad. I mean, that could happen this seed, we still don't know where the Kane is. But it's more likely that our progression is in Cave of Flames than in town at this point.
So
based on
Arrow's
the number of
made it
checks.
to the end of that long path, and they're gonna see if it was all worth it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Francois
Francois
having some
struggling
difficulties with the chick minigame.
On the chicken.
Did give up on it for this moment. It's gonna dip into droplets. Makes sense, that's probably the best like checks per time he has right now. But
Yeah.
we know it has nothing, so...
Yeah, Arrow's gonna have to try and use bombs to kill these beetles, which can be a bit tricky if you're not used to it. He gets really good RNG movement from those guys, and they walk into the bombs.
I mean, he did like keep the other one there with his sword earlier, so
Ooh.
it's not all RNG. Just parallel beam in those first, and we've already gone the vanilla route to Cave of Flames, so that doesn't really do much.
Yeah, a bit yikes on that, the Rupee Mania spot.
I mean, at least that
Is
makes
there
the
actually
decision
fountain?
on whether to keep going easier.
Yeah. Yeah, did we 100% see the back of the half? Because I'm feeling it's back of the half and they just both ignored it.
But I feel like Francois would have done it.
Yes.
No, someone was actually paying attention.
With only bombs, yes, you can gain access to cable. Well, not only bombs, bombs and
with these settings.
yeah, bombs and a sword. But yes,
like with non-swords and damaging items, maybe they are just bombs. But
yeah,
otherwise...
with the other setting on which lets bombs be used in fights, yes, you can. It changes the logic, so you don't need a sword there. It's just bombs. But at the halfway point in this dungeon, or before there, where you have to hit the switch with your sword to change the minecart path, you do have to have a sword there, 100%, because it's impossible to hit that switch with anything other than a sword.
Francois actually not getting the
Francois
here.
Very
Probably
interesting.
used to doing this with Lantern.
No,
that's not how you do it.
Oh, there's the bow, but that doesn't do anything for arrow. That it's literally open nothing. Sure, it's a good find, but not what you're looking for right now.
Where's our progression?
Okay, there it is.
Isn't happy about that.
Air is not happy at all.
So, Lantern in Cave of Flames. Makes sense, it's the Flame Lantern. You should know from the name that it's in here. Wow, that's not what I expected we'd find here.
Lantern of Llamas. Found in Cave of Llamas. Yeah, we've seen from previous races that you do not bail at this point. You in Cave of Flames,
you keep going.
Yeah, you get the spiny tube fight done because this could have a sword.
Okay.
Yeah, we've had it in previous races where someone's done vanilla route to here. They check the first couple of items and then they bail out, and it turned out that their actual progression was on the last item in here. It kind of seems a bit.
It doesn't take that long to get this check. Like,
it doesn't take that long. It might seem like it's like, oh, this is quite a big route to get here, but
it's really not. Like it's
not
jumping in
as long as those first
and...
4 checks. It takes so long to go and kill the Helmasaur and run around through as a Minish. Those take forever.
Yeah, no, that takes some time, but like if you're gonna go that far and with them finding nothing on the rupee spot that you send, this additional part doesn't take that long.
Alright, Era going for bow strats on this fight.
I think it would be fair to say that Arrow's going for improvisation strats, and it's kind of working.
This is an ancient strat.
Okay.
Arrow's bringing back all the ancient strats, but yeah, back in the early days, we used to really struggle in this fight, so we were like, hey, if you use bombs and arrows, it makes it easier, but it's pretty slow, so just do the speedrun strat, which is do a spin attack.
I mean, that did look a bit easier than the spin strat.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a bit easier, but it was a lot slower.
Well, if you get the spin strat, it's faster, sure.
Yeah,
if you fail on it a bunch, then it's not.
I mean, if you fail it, you normally kill... The thing is, you don't completely fail it and don't kill anything. That like, never happens. You normally fail it and you miss 3 guys, and then you have to only kill 3 guys at the end, so it doesn't...
I mean, that's usually what I do, like, okay, you try to get spin on some of them and use drop a bomb at the other part and then see how you can get rid of the rest of them. So yeah, Arrow chasing his lantern here, getting this one level checked. I wouldn't expect him to do much else in town. I expect him to go back to Temple of Droplets pretty soon.
Yeah, you just do your quick checks in town on passing through. Oh boy! Yeah.
It's a good one to find there.
Is he gonna go to Grimblade? No, what's he doing now?
Swiftblade?
Don't do Simon. Don't do. Okay, he's doing it.
Hasn't done the mushroom yet.
Yeah, hasn't done the mushroom. This is a good check to do.
First of all, just for the game fountain.
No! Oh my god! No way!
He first of all found the cane there, and I think he left immediately instead of doing the big chest.
He didn't do the big chest! Oh, what are we doing? We were so distracted with errors, like, oh, Francois gonna take forever to catch up at this point. No, no, he's just overtaken. Yay.
So, Vanilla Route to Cave of Flames was not the way to go.
No, yeah, no Vanilla Route to Cave of Flames. You could have ignored the beanstalk. All you need to do is dip Fountain.
Without Kane. Oh, this is great. Yeah.
This isn't my seat.
This is my seat, so.
Yeah, that is super rough. I don't see Aero going anywhere near Fountain for a while.
No, Arrow's gonna go into Temple of Droplets here and like do those checks and. Or is he?
Is he actually? What the hell, Aero? No,
Oh.
you don't. You don't get the Lantern and then go to Fountain. What?
So
You're
just
not
make
actually doing that,
sure-
Aero. I don't believe you.
Just making
Aero,
sure to
you
mention
madman!
in a 15-minute delay.
No, he's not.
Okay, he's doing the other minute checks. That would have been
That would have been the most ridiculous play ever.
yeah.
Oh, I just got my Lantern in Cave of Flames. Let me just go to Fountain to get my cane.
I mean, I don't know if at that point you're happy to find your cane or not, because you just did Vanilla Road to Game of Flames.
Yeah,
but
he
you also
wouldn't be
just found
happy
your
about
cane in
that, but
Fountain.
it would be fantastic for him. He might not be happy about it, but it would...
Yeah, no, it would definitely be good for him, but at the same time, it's
It
like
would bring him back ahead of Francois at this point.
you would also want to not have Kane be there. You would want to have Kane like in Temple of Droplets, but
Yeah. Yeah, that was very risky of Francois to just go nope and leave the fountain without using the cane in the fountain.
yeah, that's surprising to me. Like, he probably just didn't think about it, but it's like you just found your cane and you're still in fountain. Do that one check.
Aero, really?
Yeah, I'm surprised Arrow is still doing these checks. Of course, if he actually clears out town, he's gonna find his cane, but
He opened the fountain. I think that is just one of the things he does. He just opens fountain.
I mean, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, like you just wanna
just to,
put the water there because you don't wanna turn minutes and then be like, okay, but now it's not pull out, but
yeah, so Aero's just done the vanilla route to Cave of Flames and did everything up to the Spiky Chew fight. And then Francois found the cane in the fountain.
Yeah, and Arrow found his lantern in Cave of Flames, which is why we're confused he's still in town. Like,
Yeah.
droplets.
Yeah,
He's doing
Aaron's
under
just
the
doing
school.
all of these slow checks in town and it's just losing so much time. You want to go to droplets right now.
Yeah, this is weird.
And you
But
just got the Ocarina as well. It's like, I swear, as soon as you get the Ocarina at the hearth, you would have just used the Ocarina. And
yeah,
left.
just flew to lake there. That's
Yeah. A sword of fountain big chest.
I mean,
mean-
that's probably the kind of thing Arrow needs to get
Yeah,
back in
that's-
this at this point.
That's the thing Arrow needs. Yeah, he's finally made his way over to Lake Hylia. He's gonna do Librari.
Yeah,
No flippers, so no sequence
cut
break.
sequence break here without flippers, but I mean, flippers could be on library.
I was
Just a quiver.
I was gonna get up and walk out there if that was actually the flippers. It's like, no, I'm done with this season. Yeah, but Arrow's finally going to droplets.
So what's Arrow gonna find here that will keep him away from Fountain?
2 swords.
I mean, 2 swords would be nice.
Oh, what if Francois finds a sword in Cave of Flames basement? You know what? Probably the best thing for Arrow right now is if he just finds no more progression at this point. And
Yeah, probably.
then it just forces him to go to Fountain.
Found another book. That's
4 vertical beetles. Francois throwing the beetles into the holes in the ground, and they all aligned perfectly.
that's the way Falskin stone in Cave of Flames.
Oh no!
That opens up
That's
some
opened
mistakes.
all of Cloudtop's.
I mean-
well, except for Mitt's spots, but. Oh, sorry, in Cave of Flames, not Temple of Droplets.
Yeah, no. In Cave
Yeah,
of Flames.
Francois.
Like that's Francois found that. So
Yeah,
it's-
Francois got that, so yeah, that's okay. That's the next thing to do after Francois.
So that's probably like good for Arrow. He's gonna like Arrow wants to have the last location that came soon, right?
Yeah,
He doesn't know he wants to find nothing here to be forced into Fountain, but he really does want to find nothing here to be forced into Fountain.
yeah. For Arrow, it's probably good if he finds lots of Cloudtop's kinstones here. Like he finds
Yeah,
the last.
if Arrow finds the 2 Cloud Ops skins in here, that would be great.
Yeah,
And then like mids in Cloud Ops or something. Or even just mids in Wind Tribe and like
Mitts and Wind Tribe, and you just like, okay, climb back down. Alright, so we're going to be getting our first dungeon done. Francois is finishing up Cave of Flames, about 42 minutes in.
there's
Okay.
a sword. That's good for Arrow, right?
Yeah, one sword
in
is
there
good.
is fine.
Another sword, super bad. Like, he does want his red sword, and he's going to be really glad when he finds it, if he finds it here. But that is really bad, because it's
Yeah,
going
that would
completely the wrong direction from his cane. Yeah, no, if he finds another sword, he's not going to be going
He's
to
gonna
Fountain
last
for an
location
hour.
Fountain either way. It's just how many locations does he have to go through before last locationing that?
Fountain has Aero's cane.
Fountain has Kane, which is like, you really don't want to go there without Kane, but
Yeah, so Francois ended up last locationing either Cave of Flames or the Fountain, and he went to the Fountain and got his cane. So then he went to Cave of Flames and is doing it now. So now Francois can just follow the progression that he's finding in Cave of Flames. But since Aero's finding that progression, he's skipped out the cane step.
yeah, since the lantern was in the path of Cave of Flames that's accessible without Kane, Arrow's chasing that instead of going deep into Cave of Flames. And
Yeah, it was just good that the Veil Foolskin Stone wasn't in that area. Alright, Arrow's gonna check the rupee path, see what's there. Karloff medal?
That's decent
Okay.
enough for something to. It's gonna take him back to town.
Okay, there's nothing else in Todd.
So now Arrow's thinking like, okay, where do I go from here? Which obviously it's town. Like, you found Karloff Man, you found your green sword. That's for you
Yeah.
to check in town.
They've got nothing else left to do. I guess Grimblade, but other than that... Arrow, use your Ocarina!
Is he at Waveblade Hearts or
He
looks
doesn't
one
have
forward, right?
Waveblade.
Yeah, so where is he going?
Back to town. By foot.
Why? Okay, he just forgot he has Ocarina, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, he picked it up from the hearth and has just acted like it's never existed.
A butterfly, that's good. Cast against stone. That's really good for Arrow. Not getting anything, like, he's getting useful things that don't unlock anything right now, so...
Yeah, the only other thing that might give him some progression is the green sword item from Swiftblade.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Okay, that was done.
Oh wait, oh, that was the Smith sword one. Oh no, he just got done first. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it was the pots, so that was the...
No, that was the green sword one, and
Yeah.
did Francois do this? You must have.
We
right?
already saw Francois do the other two.
So now Arrow's thinking what he has. And yeah, looks like he's going into the fountain now.
Yeah, you've got
So
two.
that's good.
There's nothing else left in Logic. He's literally last occasioning this.
Yeah. And
I
with
think the
this,
only
he's...
other items, Grimblade Scroll. Has he done it yet?
I don't think he has done Grimblade Scroll, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, because I didn't see him go anywhere near the gardens. I don't know why he's put that off. I would
Just
definitely
one
go check
check.
that before Fountain.
Yeah, probably, but... So... I expect Arrow to unmute here.
Yeah, definitely unmuting. Yeah, he mad.
That's worth like 50 band points. Maybe more.
Yeah, he's not happy. But he is going to the big chest.
Yeah, we're gonna see what item Francois missed out on. I mean, it's so unlikely to have anything because...
Yeah, it's quite unlikely,
found
but
the cake
it
there.
could have something.
Yeah, which would be super bad for Francois. Francois is going to Veil Falls now. They're going to see what's in the
Rupee part here.
Mania spots here in Veil Falls, and that is loaded, and there's probably going to be progression at that point.
Probably. I'd expect another sword to be
Oh,
here.
it was a butterfly. It was a mid butterfly.
Mid butterfly, okay.
Yeah, so not a huge deal for Francois.
No.
Doesn't get anything in those Veil Falls.
Okay, Arrow remembered he has the flute and is going back to Cave of Flames, so he's gonna pick up the Kinstone here.
Oh, Gust Jar for Francois.
Gustra on Valefort. Okay.
What's that? Okay, that now lets Francois go to Templar Droplets and do it in one go.
Right, he can...
If they
but
find another sword before they do
if
that.
they find another sword, which
Oh, they're leaving!
I don't
They
think
don't
they're
want-
going to, because they just left.
Yeah, they don't want to do Veil Fall. They don't want to do Cloud Tops.
Which, I mean, they don't have moments, it kind of makes sense. But
Yeah,
on the other
you're-
hand,
You're missing out 3 checks.
is it just 3?
Yeah, it's
The
just
2
3.
kill checks and the first one, but you can also get one on the left, right? Top left, not left. Like,
There's 2 on the top left and 1 on the bottom left. On the upper section.
chests. Yeah, and then there's
Yeah,
the 2
chests.
kill chests.
No,
kill
you
items.
can do the kills without the mids, because they have the cape.
Oh, you're talking about what the mids lock, not
Yeah,
what
the
they can
mids.
do without the
Oh,
mids.
what they can do? Yeah, they can do.
Like the mids unlock those 3 items,
It's
sure, but
4 chests. Yeah, 4 chests plus 2 kills. Yeah, so they can get 6 out of the 9 items.
yeah. And
Yeah,
do
going
some
to
of the...
Game of Flames without your mitts isn't a bad call. We have seen mitts in Cloud Tops multiple times.
Will they seed this trolley? I mean,
It's
you
definitely a
can also
possibility,
just do
but-
the save scum there, even though you would do some of the fuses on the way, because you're gonna have to go through it anyways for the mid checks.
Yeah, it also
Doing the
Francois
save scum
doesn't
there
have-
would probably work fine.
Francois doesn't have their Ocarina yet, which is making them not do the best routing right now. What was that?
I think that was another Cloudtops one.
Yeah, another Cloud Tops Kinstone. Yeah, with the Veil Falls dip not paying off, you then want to follow up on your cane and get these overworld cane chests done. Okay, he
I
orphans
mean,
an Orphan
Francois
Fairy.
kind of like Francois didn't go into drop distance finding the lantern yet, right?
Yeah, they haven't done that yet.
And they found their lantern in Cave of Flames, so that's the follow-up for the K.
Yeah, they're just apprehensive though, because you're on one sword, and you have basically everything available to you in Templar Droplets. You can gamble that both your swords are in Templar Droplets. Like, it's fairly common for one sword to be in there, and we have seen that. So if he goes there now, he's only going to get one sword, and he's going to have to come back later. If he finds another sword now before he goes, then he can go there comfortably and know that he'll be able to do it in one trip.
Sure, but like this one sword, that's just Octo, right? So
Yeah, but you
That's
kind of
not
want to do
him.
Octo now when you're so close to being able to.
yeah, but you're not that close, though. You still like from his perspective, he doesn't know there's a sword in there, so he still needs 2 swords.
I mean, you do the assumption that there's going to be a sword in
There's
Templar Droplets.
usually a sword in there, sure, but it's definitely not guaranteed. He has the flute, so he's probably now just bring to lake. Red sword and waveblade, that would be kind of evil.
Yeah, the only things we have in Logic right now is the Orphan Fairy, Greagle 1, the Gust Jar checks in Templar Droplets in the Lily Pad basement, and then Cloud Tops.
I mean, Francois is on waveblade hearts, that one is in logic.
Oh, right, yeah.
suspect we'll see that now. It's just on the way.
Yeah, also Francois is on 4 Cloudtop's Kinstones, so...
Yeah, so finding the 5th in Cloudtops isn't that unlikely either.
Yeah, I would have gone for the Cloudtops dip when they were at the top of Veil Falls, but again, without the Ocarina, it is quite risky because you have to spend such a long time going back down. But with the Ocarina, it's opened it back up again to being a possibility of going back there.
Yeah, with the Ocarina, it doesn't take that long to go to Cloudtops, so...
Yeah, that's probably going to be their play after they've gone through Templar Droplets. Yeah, they're either going to get their red sword in the basement, or they're going to be out of checks and they'll have to leave.
Could just find the last book in the basement in the Gastrolog's checks instead.
Now, something I've always wondered is, if Lon Lon Ranch Key is in Dark Hyrule Castle, is Aero going to leave Dark Hyrule Castle to get milk?
I would doubt it. And...
They like their milk, okay?
Okay. I don't think Blue Chew is actually in logic, because Francois is on 2 keys, and that means there's one in the underwater pod, right?
Not yet. You need to do the rest of the checks and... Yeah,
oh, right. Yeah, that's the last key. Okay, so now it's in logic. For Francois.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether there was another key here or...
Yeah, Aero had already gone through and got all of their
okay, I wasn't sure if Aero had found all the keys, or...
I don't know about the dungeon items, though. I can't remember what they got.
Not sure. I remember there was a map here on Glee Rock, but... Not sure where the dungeon items went in Blood Droplets.
Yeah, typically with Templar Droplets, you don't have to worry about key logic because all of the locations that a small key can be are before any of the locked doors. So you're always guaranteed to have all of your small keys.
Yeah, except the one smoking underwater pod, which would make flippers logically required for any of the key door lock checks.
Yeah.
And any excuse to not do Blue Chew is a good one, so...
Right, what's Aero going to do? I think Aero's going to go for Veil Falls because they got the Veil Falls Kinstone when they were in here. They've already done Templar
Yeah,
Droplets.
that's kind of what they have to do at this point, right?
Yeah. Oh, they've got.
And they're gonna find the guys. Yeah, the shield was on Melaria. I missed it earlier. But I think Francois did this in the way, right? Like he did in the Ocarina, so would have.
Yeah, we got a compass in Dark Maze. I think we saw a map for Templar Droplets already. So. Oh, it might be in the this rupee path. Yeah, Francois was going to check it first.
Yeah, there
No,
wasn't a map here, but I don't know if we had seen it already or... The real question is Aero gonna bail after finding his Gastro, or is he gonna dip Cloudtops?
With the Ocarina, you would probably do Cloudtops because... Well, he's going to get his 4th Cloudtops Kinstone in Veil Falls.
No, that was...
Wait, no.
The...
It was Lower Veil Falls.
Yeah... The rupee checks, which he could have scouted and seen, but didn't.
They can scout here. You do it there. Like
Yeah.
just before climbing up that wall, you just take 2 seconds to look down and see that you've got a kinstone there.
Which it wouldn't tell him which kinstone, but you kind of would want to pick that up before.
You would
Going
then
to
know
Cloud
that once you've done cloud tops,
Well, in that case,
go
you
there
would just
straight away.
go there first before going to Cloudtops, and then flute back to the Windcrest.
Yeah.
Backwards.
Yeah, after you open that warp spot, you would go and get that kinstone and then come back to Vale Falls to do cloud tops.
I mean, I think you would do the rupee checks first, and then probably
Yeah,
like
with the
these
rupee
two,
checks.
and then quick warp, go to Lower Vale Falls, get the kinstone. But now he found his gas jar.
Yeah, because your mitts could have been sat in here in Vale Falls, so you didn't want to leave like just before you hit it. Right, Francois getting the... I think they just did the ice puzzle frozen chest.
I mean, not that there's a puzzle if you do it from this side.
Yeah, from either side there's never a puzzle.
Well, yeah, from... I mean, from the other side it's just with Kane, you still do it this way around. With flippers, yeah, you can just do some trickery with the lily pad.
Yeah, so after this ice Madpillar chest,
Which had another spin scroll.
yeah, another spin scroll. Yeah, Francois really got nothing else to do here other than Blue Chew, which he doesn't want to do yet, so he's gonna leave. Is that Cloud Tops? No. Wait, what? What else have they got here in town?
They didn't do the second Swiftblade check.
They got the
And
figurine.
they got Karlov medal just now. I mean, yeah, you just found Karlov medal, you just found your green sword, you do go to town.
Alright, there's our red sword.
That's the red
Ares-
sword and Cloud Tops. So Arrow's gonna be able to go to Western Woods now. He would also be able to fully clear Temple of Droplets, but then I think that's gonna take a bit before he goes there.
Yeah, you want to do Western Woods first, but yeah, if you don't find anything of real progression in Western Woods, then go get
Then,
Octo.
yeah, you just
Make
go
it
to Castor to open the Windcrest and then go to do the rest of Temple of Droplets, I think.
Yeah,
Although Arrow is playing against Francois, so he might decide to do more in Castor. I don't
oh
know.
yeah, no, that could come into play. He may decide to do...
Doesn't need flippers to do hiking though.
he does need flippers, so the longer the flippers aren't in logic, the better this is for Francois. Yeah, I normally love it when there's no flippers in a seed. It just cuts out a lot of random checks that save quite a bit of time.
Francois is actually going back into the fountain for the big chest he missed.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah. Yeah, he must have been thinking about... That must have been on their mind for a while.
Yeah, he probably remembered at some point after he lived out there, like, no, why did I do that? I just got Kane, I should have done the big chest. And wants to make sure there's nothing here. Which was only the Flippers Butterfly, I think.
It was the myths.
Or it was the Mids Butterfly, okay. Either way, like, not critical.
Right, so Arrow gets their last item here. So it's just the sword that was in Cloud Tops. Right, Francois checking...
I mean,
Warp and Fairy.
it's just the sword, but that sword gives access to Western Woods.
Yeah, we say just the sword, it is the red sword.
So I don't think you're disappointed with finding a sword in here.
Yeah, menuing with the ocarina is pretty difficult in Rando because you never have the same pattern of available win crests every time. So when you're trying to go through it quickly, you always accidentally press the wrong one.
I mean, you just gotta remember which ones you open. I didn't see what was an Orphan Fairy beyond the fact there wasn't anything important.
Yeah, no, Orphan Fairy had nothing.
Yeah, because Rylix was asking if it was vanilla, and I didn't see which junk item specifically was on there. Oh, it was a wallet.
Oh, right, it was vanilla, okay.
Yeah, I think Ruby Fairy is the wallet in vanilla, but I don't know.
Yeah, she did give a wallet. She gives a wallet in vanilla, so...
Yeah.
Okay, there's
the moments.
So, last Cloudtops Kenstone in Cloudtops?
Oh god. I mean, I can see this doing that, but please.
Skip Percy.
Well, set the quick roll point here and then go to Percy.
If Aero actually skips Percy, it would be so mad. Okay.
He's not gonna skip Percy. Who would skip Percy?
Yeah, with the lantern equipped as well.
I mean, sure, there's that, but...
Yeah, not pointing any fingers at anyone.
No, who would skip Percy? That sounds like something you wouldn't do.
See, Percy had junk, you always skip Percy.
Of course. Did I say who skips Percy? I mean, who does Percy? I mean, really.
Yeah, who does Percy? Like, come on. Right, what is this beanstalk going to give us? We've already got one progression, which was the mid, so we're going to find anything else. No, just another
Just
blow.
the dog food.
And the dog food.
I mean, the light arrows do nothing, the dog food does something, so...
Yeah.
It's not likely the dog food has anything important, but it
Okay,
could
Francois
have.
picks up their red sword. They're about 5 minutes behind Aero.
They do have done more of Temple of Chocolate though, which
Yeah,
Arrow's
they-
probably gonna do.
They did the
The startup checks except for Blue Chew.
flippers in RC would be fantastic because no one would have to do it. Unless there's a requirement.
Flips. Sword in the underwater pot?
Oh no. No, we've already got our sword in droplets. No more.
But why wouldn't there be a 4 sword as well? Like, if you do that, put the graveyard key on Octo for good measure.
Aero, no! I know
Arrow's
you're
playing
against
the meta
Francois.
here.
I know you're against Francois, but really? You're doing this before everything else in Caster?
It really depends, like, how much of the min checks is he gonna do? Because, okay, I guess he can do the
Everything else
the
is
spot
behind
and yeah, he does have the Gastra. I was not thinking about that for these 2 checks here.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I could see
They
doing
both
these
do.
3 and then leaving the rest.
there's barely anything left in Templar Droplets. Aero has 3 checks left there, and Francois has 1, so...
Arrow has the moments.
Yeah, they got the moments. They want to be using the moments now.
Like, it's not that Arrow doesn't have a lot of stuff left. He has a bunch of checks left all over the map.
This is purely he's facing against Francois, so he's hoping, he's praying that there's going to be something here because he knows that Francois is not going to do this.
Yeah, like, he thinks he's at a disadvantage against Francois and is gambling on
Like,
something
he's
that...
not. He's ahead.
Yeah, but he did the
Like,
vanilla rock flame.
relatively.
Like, he doesn't feel ahead.
Yeah, he
There's
doesn't
no way.
feel ahead. It's just that red sword was Garbo.
But yeah, I think I would have, like, if I was doing this, I would have quick warped after that big chest and just said, okay, let's not do the other minish checks right now.
Yeah, doing the quick warp at the end of that, at the big chest, that's not a bad call. That's pretty decent routing, because you can always wait till you got your flippers and then do these next two chests when you do hiking later. But
Like,
yeah, no,
to save the time going back that path that way.
Yeah, he's just really, really hoping that there's going to be something here. It's just so unlikely.
Yeah, I didn't find anything here. But...
Yeah, he's got more here to do. Like, you got your Darkner. He didn't do the Darkner fight, did he?
I don't think he did now.
No, I think he went immediately and
It
activated.
looked like he checked the butterfly there for the first time, but...
Yeah, because they went to South Cave, activated the Wind Crest, and then just went to Minish checks.
Swiftly the first on the way, but yeah.
Yeah, and Swiftblade the first on the way. But...
Which arrow's a bit behind Francois in terms of scrolls, I think.
Yeah, I think Francois
Like, the top of the school had great spin for Francois, Arrow hasn't done that one, and was there another one? Or was the one that... Like, Francois picked one up in Temple of Droppers, but I'm not sure if that was Gust Shot locked, or if Arrow did that. Oh no, that was the... Ice Metapillar chest, wasn't it? So it was Gust Shot locked.
Yeah.
So those are the two scrolls Francois has over Arrow.
Yep. Alright, last check for Aero. Is there going to be anything in Caster?
I mean, I'd expect this next progression to be after the moments. Not here, but... Bottle there, and...
Yeah, no, that's it. And I think Francois is going to leave. No, they're not. They're going to do...
Francois is gonna do some checks here, which is fair enough.
Yeah, this one's fast. If they go here, do the Dark Nut, and then leave after the Dark Nut, then...
I mean, I would also do the top locked ones and the digging cave, but...
Yeah. Yeah, either of those two are good points to leave. I don't expect Francois to do any of the Minish checks. We're just going to let him catch up.
If he does, it's because he has a reputation for not doing them and doesn't want to lose to that. And
Yeah,
he's confident in
sometimes
his execution. Like,
we do see him sometimes.
the anti-meta
go-
games, like... That... I mean, I could still see that, but...
Yeah, they know when people are memeing too hard and are going to go for the play, so then he goes for the counterplay. And Aero gets the...
There's the blue sword. So he's gonna do the pillar now. I don't think Arrow has done the end of the school bomb blocked one, so he's gonna do that a bit faster than Francois did. I'd expect him to still do the school checks. Pick up his great spin there.
No, I don't like this from Aero. This is a really slow check. You've got so many quick checks you can do in the overworld right now. You've got Grey Blade, you've got North Lake Hylia Cape Cave, you got Fifi. Mixed caves and Minish Woods. All of these are so much faster than doing the things that you've got here in town. Francois is doing the Minish checks.
Wow. I wonder if he's gonna do all of them that he can as well, or...
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, with... I mean, they both did it, so... Neither lost time to that, I guess. Where is Arrow going right now?
Dr. Left.
Right, he does have
they're
access to
literally
Dr.
full clearing a town right now. I think Dr. Left's the last check here. I would not be full clearing town at this point. You have so much to do.
Yeah, this feels a bit weird, but...
You have 11 checks in North Lake Hylia Cape Cave. Sorry, what is it? Cave 25?
Yeah, it's Cave 25.
Yeah, because Cave 25 is a much better description.
Cave 25?
North Lake Hylia Cape Cave.
No. Like, who would want that? Like, who would call the things silly names like Hype Cave or something like that? No, Cave 25.
Did he just flute back to town?
I think that was an accident.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's going to Lake Hylia.
Yeah, I mean, between Cave 25 and the dog food, that's...
Yeah, you do these and then you route to Templar Droplets, get Templar Droplets done, then route the Mitz checks in Minish Woods and, you know, farm Mitz Cave. Hope you find something along the way. But most likely you're gonna be finding something.
Yeah, he can, and then he can do like farm Mitz Cave and Orphan Trail together and take that back up into the Southway Forts.
Yeah, Arrow with the ancient strats, pulling them all out of the bag. We used to do that digging strategy to avoid traps, because if you got cursed or set on fire, then you wouldn't be able to dig, but you could just walk to the previous chest that you opened along the way.
I mean, it still just feels faster to get all the sticks out of the way, but...
It's exactly the same amount of time, but it was just a precaution we had when we had traps.
Yeah. It's more about, like, being in the rhythm of digging and...
Oh my god, Francois!
Really?
They're going for this cave!
Okay.
Yeah. Right, that had junk.
If you want to, I guess.
Before Greyblade as well, they're gonna go to Greyblade now.
I mean...
What
of
was
makes
that?
sense.
Got Arrow.
That was a
that
Kinstone?
was- Yeah,
That was
Castor.
last caster Kinstone. So he can now full clear Fortress.
Yep. Yeah, that is a full clear Fortress available. Fortress of Go mode, you gotta find your last sword. What else do you need?
Is the last sword the
Kinstone.
Go mode? You
Kinstone.
need one more Kinstone for Cloud Tops?
Yep.
Is that it?
Yeah, sword and Kinstone from Go mode right now.
Wow.
We thought this was going to be a long... Oh my god, and he
That's
finds the
boots.
boots as well. That was not bad. You kind of don't want to find any other stuff. You don't want to find the Graveyard Key right now. Graveyard Key
No,
is
you
bad.
like that's one's out, but boots are kind of nice if you find
Yeah.
the stuff on the way. Like he has enough stuff lined up to do, which he will have to go to Southway Forts. for that Kinstone, which we know about?
I think with the boots, the amount of time you lose from doing extra checks, you lose more time than the time you save from being able to dash.
Yeah, except if you like.
Except with the progression behind the boots. But...
Except, well, if there's progression behind the boots, of course you would need to find them, but if you just find your last sword and Kinstone on the way, I'm not sure. Like, he's gonna clear out droplets here, and then he's probably, like, he might even skip out on more of the ding checks and go towards Fortress instead. And then if he, like, finds his last Kinstone on the boss key chest there or something, and finds a sword in there, where you would have full cleared it anyways, and then goes straight to Southern by Falls, the boots don't have an opportunity to lose your time. It depends. Like, if he had already picked up the Southway Falls Kinstone, that would be more likely, but he just hits go mode before he loses time to doing boots checks.
Oh well, Nimbus. Way to go and create literally the worst seed.
I mean, I don't see a required full clear of Palace in there.
I mean, there's barely any difference between full clearing.
Yeah, it's...
When you're having to go to Darkhold Castle to get access to Deepwood.
Sure. Yeah, no, that's right. There's the... That's the part that I missed. Yeah. Okay, that's bad.
Yeah, you got Cloudtop's Kinstone super early. That's a big hint saying Wind Tribe. But you have to look at what Kinstones you have right now, and for Aero, that's all of your caster Kinstones. So, Fortress.
Yeah, Arrow's gonna want to go to Fortress, and probably not gonna find the South Falls Kinstone before doing that. I mean, he might. He could clear town when we didn't expect him to, but...
Francois going to be following up close behind. They'll be getting their Caster Wild's Kinstone as well. Probably also follow Aero into Temple Droppers and get the boss done.
Yeah, Arrow already did the extra checks that Francois had done, right? So he's just ahead in here.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, Francois did some extra checks in Mount Crenel.
Yeah, no, like in this dungeon specifically, not overall.
Dungeon.
Overall, Francois has done some more checks than Arrow has, yes. But
yeah, Arrow's just evened up with Francois in Temple Droppers.
I mean, who knows? Maybe if Francois finds those boots and decides to chase those before going back into droplets or something. I wouldn't expect him to, but...
I mean, Arrow's not going to be losing any time by doing this, because Francois is going to have to do it at some point.
This is, like, yeah, Octo is required. This is, something you have to do anyways, but...
Yeah, you just have to choose when you're going to be putting in these 5 minutes.
Okay, yeah, looks like Francois is actually not doing Temple of Droplets yet.
Yeah, they hit that Castikin stone and was like, yep, that's where I'm going.
Well, they did actually go up to the boots. And then dripped.
Well,
Like-
yeah, of course you would clear that the rest of the cave there, but yeah, the main
it's
thing
just-
you got from that cave was...
I mean, this is... doesn't matter either way unless there's something on Octo.
The elements are only on dungeons, so Royal Crypt is considered a dungeon in this because it's an area that has small keys. Yep, so in the vanilla game, Fortress of Winds doesn't have an element. It has the Ocarina as its prize, so that gets turned. That becomes a spot that an element will be given.
I do wonder how the meta would be if we didn't do that, if we just shuffled the elements amongst each other. Like... Fortress would truly be Fortress of Combat then, because you would never go there in this last location, I guess.
Yeah.
And
You
there's
would
only
basically
6
never
spots
see
per
Mazao.
element.
You would
Yeah.
basically never see Mazao because it's so slow for just an item. Yeah, the 7th dungeon on the tracker is a bit redundant because that's...
I think it's like, if we ever decide to do key sanity stuff, that's where the Dark Arcasa keys would show. But yeah, for non-key sanity,
right.
that spot is redundant.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, if we were to ever do key sanity...
Yeah, I meant to talk to you at some time about when we are gonna actually do something about those variety races that we had to pull for.
Yeah, which we never announced the results for, but we...
I mean, no, but that should, like, announcing the results is basically just saying, hey, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do this at that point in time, and the first race, variety race is gonna be these settings.
Alright, Francois got another scroll in the Wind Ruins. They can...
I mean, they're not gonna leave here to do Swiftblade the first.
Yeah,
but
they won't do it right now.
I guess you could, like, save in Fortress and do it, but not sure what the point would be. You're not gonna hit Gomod from that one check right now.
You would... Yeah, Francois is 2 items from Go mode right now, so... I mean, it's super likely that they're gonna find one of them here in Fortress, otherwise that's
Yeah.
a goof.
I mean,
It's not
you do
before
want to find
Go
your
mode,
first sword before the last Kinstone if possible.
Yeah, ideally you find a 4 sword first.
There could be a sword in palace or something, so that might not be possible.
Right, time to dip.
Have either of them checked Regal 1?
Yes, one of them did.
Okay. Yeah, I think with, like, especially if you have the dungeon out like this, Sword and Kinstone Gomod is quite likely to happen at some point. So yeah, I will just finish up Octo. Didn't pay
They did,
attention to
did
smoke,
have
so-
boots and a shield, so they could have.
Could have done the minute.
Yeah, could have done the
Just
minute if they
double on
know it.
Octo. That's not.
Francois does know the minute, so they'll probably do it. Or at least attempt it. Is Aero gonna go for... Aero's gonna go for Wobbuffet.
There's the last kinstone for Francois. So
Yeah, not a good find, but not...
not what you want to see, but
You would have preferred the Force Sword here.
I mean, you're gonna full clear this place if you find the force sword here, so it's fine. If not, you're still just gonna go to Wind Tribe and Palace.
Yeah, but if you got your Force Sword here, then you know that you could have go-moded Palace, but now there's a bit of... Now there's the uncertainty of, is the Force Sword going to be in Palace?
Yeah.
So we are one item from go mode here. We are looking for our last sword. Do we want to get a bet up to see where do people think the Force Sword's going to be?
I mean, that would be interesting.
Yeah, the bet isn't open right now. We don't know. Okay,
Yeah,
there we
it's the
go.
bet.
The bet is now open.
So put your best in chat with exclamation mark bet and then the location that you believe the force sword to be at.
Yeah, got some nice bets going on in here. Green Shoe, very nasty. Fan Loop, love it. Royal Crypt, fantastic. Minishwood Splitter's Cave, love it.
Blue Chew did not have it. So yeah, Arrow's just gonna follow behind Francois here, the difference being that Arrow hasn't picked up the Kinstone in South Vale Falls, so if Francois hits Gomot here, Arrow won't. On the other hand, Arrow will have to do some more overworld checks that might have his Force Sword before Palace. Though I'm not sure which, what checks Francois hasn't done already.
Yeah, Rylux has a good point. Wind Tribe is a
Wind
high,
Tribe is
high
the-
probability chance.
Is location that likely has it. We have had a lot of Force Swords on the MP lately.
Yeah, we can have another one on Dampe. Vanilla Graveyard Key. Aero is going to have a fit if there's another Vanilla Graveyard Key.
It's a vanilla graveyard key that's required. Like,
Yeah, Aero's last seed went to... It wasn't great because Vanilla Graveyard... He thought he saw the Graveyard Key in Fortress behind a mid spot, and then it turned out that that was actually the map, and the mitts were in Royal Crypt, and there was a Vanilla Graveyard Key.
Neither of our runners have done anything in Deepwood because they can't enter it.
Yeah, we
That's-
have no flippers and no Jabbernup.
Yeah, that's kind of nice of the seed.
That's something no one's bet for 4 swords. Hiking.
Oh god.
Can I change my bet? I mean, Dark Harrow Castle is super unlikely and would be literally the worst because we've never seen it before. But yeah, if it's on hiking, that is bad.
Dark Harrow Castle wouldn't be the worst though. Like, the bad thing about that is you Fulclar Palace. But apart from that, Dark Harrow Castle isn't that bad compared to stuff like Dampe, Deepwood, Hike.
Yeah, it's just with Dark Harrow Castle, the probability is so low. Like, everyone knows the meme.
Yeah, and everyone checks it once they get the last element, and if they are missing 4 sword.
It's just
doesn't lose
so
much time to check
rare.
it.
We haven't seen it.
Yeah, but everyone still goes to Dark Harrow Castle to check, and it loses so little time that it's worth it to do that.
We're just waiting for that one seed to get rolled that has the 4 sword in Dark Harrow Castle. We're still waiting.
Smoky on Mazar, so... I mean, with Mazar and element you would always want to do that first anyways, but...
Yeah, that's right.
With...
We've been 1 book from Yalari for a while.
Yeah, I feel like if they find the book, someone's gonna check that before Palace. If they find the book in Palace, maybe not.
We haven't checked Tingle yet.
I don't think we've checked Tingle. No, where was the trophy again? Was it in Windruns or? In Hype Cave. Yeah. Okay, so it's been a while since we found that, but yeah, no one's checked Tingles.
It's because we got the Cloud Top, the last Castican stone there, so it's kind of like follow that.
Yeah, no, I mean makes sense, but. So Arrow finding this Cloud of Skinstone, which is the second to last. Still needs to go to South by Falls. Though depending on how long he looks for his 4 sword, he's not gonna have a problem finding that one.
Yeah, we may find our 4 sword somewhere else.
Okay. 4 sword in South by Falls Demon Cave would be great for Arrow.
Oh, that would be incredible. Yeah, that would save Arrow so much time. That would at this the amount of time he's behind Francois right now. Oh, and that's right. Francois,
he isn't that far behind Francois. Francois still has to do Octo.
Yeah, Francois still has to do Octo, so that's 5 minutes. It's right there.
Like, I'm not sure who's ahead or behind of the two right now, but like,
yeah, no, this is still super
on the way to Octo when Francois went towards Caster here, so...
I think this is down to whoever finds 4 sword.
Well... Yeah. I mean,
like
of course it's down to whoever finds 4 sword, but like,
yeah.
In the case where that doesn't really change that much, like 4 sword in DHC.
Yeah, like, if Francois gets 4 sword in this last chest here, I don't think that changes much because Arrow. Well, I don't know.
It depends on how soon Arrow is going towards his Southway for Skinstone.
Yeah. Is that bottle percent?
That is bottle percent for Arrow, yes.
Yeah, Francois is also going to hit bottle percent unless they quick warp after killing Octo.
Yeah, I mean, they could just decide to skip the bottle, but it's bottle percent.
It's bottle percent, come on. Right, what is it for Francois? It's just a bundle of arrows. Fortress.
Fortress led you to
One
Palace.
Kinstone for Palace.
I mean, if it's the last Kinstone, that's all you need, right?
Francois is going for it.
I mean, you would definitely go for at least Wind Trap here.
Yeah.
And he's gonna do the Moment Stock checks and Clouders on the way, which makes sense. And then it depends, like, you could decide to do some other stuff before Palace.
Would you gamble that?
Like, I would definitely do Octo before Palace.
Yeah,
Just
I
in
would be
case
doing
of
Octo
spots
right now. Like, I'm surprised they didn't do Octo when they were already in Hylia.
Yeah,
But
that's...
they got their Kinstone for Caster, so they wanted to follow that.
They wanted to follow that, but, like, I would definitely want to do that before Palace.
Yeah, because in Francois' position right now, if Octo has a 4-sword, you're in go mode. Sure, it's really unlikely that Octo's going to have a 4-sword, especially as
You're not losing any
you
time
already
picking
found
it,
one sword.
because you have to do it anyways.
Yeah, you have to do it anyway, and you're just saving all of this extra time. Wait, the bet's closed? We haven't found a 4-sword.
Yeah, no, I mean, but we have seen checks since then, so people betting now would have a...
Off betting is enough.
Oh, okay, right, it's been 10 minutes. Cool. Right, last 2 checks with Francois in Cloud Tops.
Okay,
Joe?
nothing on these mid-stock checks. Gonna head up into Wind Trap now.
Right, what's going to be in the Wind Tribe?
Nothing so far. There's 2 more checks. And then it's like, is Francois gonna just go into Palace or do some other stuff first? Looks like he's going
I
into
think
Palace.
there's a Arena. No, they're gonna do Palace.
They're gonna do Palace before Octo. Okay then. I mean, we know it's not an Octo, so... It's not gonna hurt them, but... I feel like you should always just do the required Octo before going into Palace here.
Yeah, I would be feeling nervous throughout the entirety of Palace of Winds if I still hadn't done Octo at this point, and Octo was required.
Henry's bringing up that the flippers could still be up here, which gives
Yeah.
access to the one remaining check in terms of droplets that we don't know about. I mean,
Yeah,
flippers
that
also give
is
access to
the-
a bunch more stuff that we really don't want to have access to, so...
Yeah, the underwater item in droplets is confirmed a randomized item. Flippers, Jabbernet, and Graveyard Key in the Ruby Mania spots.
So there's the big key in the Wizrobe chest.
Yeah, so that's a nice spot to find your big key.
So that means that
Oh, doesn't
Go
get
Mode
much-
Palace is most likely to skip Pot Push Puzzle, whereas you're not skipping Pot Push Puzzle when you're looking for your first sword, right?
So, attention all runners, I have published a guide on how to do this cake jump consistently, first try every time. Go check that out. Self-promotion over.
I mean, I think promoting your guides is fine.
Sell out.
Like that jump, you can probably figure out a way that works for yourself. Probably don't need a guide if you got that.
Yeah, there's like a dozen different ways of doing it. All of the speedrunners I watched do it have a different way of doing it themselves. So, yeah, just pick something that you find is you always get.
So Arrow not getting them opening up the Minish portal there.
Yeah, they're gonna have to go back and do it because that's where their small key is.
Yeah, and they both found both the members map and compass already, so I'm not sure why they're. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter
Skipping
when you do it, but. Oh,
mean,
then.
Sure.
For skipping pot push.
You know what? I would do it here as well. What's it gonna have? Your Force Sword. Okay,
It's
you just finish
Marky.
the dungeon and then
It's gonna
go
have
get
its
it after
Marky.
you're done.
It's not gonna have your force sword, but it's gonna have a smarky.
What? And then Force
And
Sword's
then-
in the top of the dungeon.
Hmm?
And then the Force Sword is in the vanilla big key chest.
Well, do you skip the vanilla big key chest here before you know if pot push has a key or not?
Yes.
Okay,
I mean, he's
and yeah.
so he's
Like-
gonna have to. Otherwise, he's gonna have to backtrack. Yeah, no. If you skip pot push, you skip the chest. Both.
You also
of the-
skip fan loop.
Yeah, you skip fan loop as well. I mean, you
Okay.
don't have to.
Yeah,
but
no, yeah, you
because
could
of the
you
amount
could
of
fan
time it
loop,
costs,
but
you-
I guess if you get a smoky here and on fan. Okay, no.
Nah, not with that key count.
We saw a key on the hard piece, so if there was a smoky here and on fan loop, you would have found all of them. Right? It's 6 total, right? And you used one already.
He's used one.
Yeah, so he's. Yeah, and there was one on the hard piece, so that's 4 accounted for, so it would have been. If there was a small key on that drop and on fan loop, that would have been all of them, but. Okay, so. Those are like. If the force sword is there. That really hurts Francois. I don't know, I wouldn't skip pot push
I don't know. I think seeing the Force Sword there would be completely fine because that is their go mode. They can
Yeah,
the
sure.
dungeon.
If the force sword's there, it's fine. If the smarky is there, it's like I I can see that
You
they
would
are
love
you
to
see
hate
the
that.
like skipping pot push is not a problem. Yeah, you see that, but skipping pot push means you have to skip the big chest, and that's the problem. So Arrow's picking up his last Kingston there. He is checking the Stinging Cave, which I don't think Francois did,
No, we didn't see Francois do this.
but it
Oh,
had nothing. So now I think Arrow's gonna head up and do the fusions, right?
Yeah.
Like, you do want to in this situation, and then I think you just go into Palace.
Yeah, this is still an incredibly close race. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's the Smoky and pot push.
It's bulky. You basically last location that now. Either you're
Yeah,
gambling
that's-
that you're four sword
That's together with the like the big chest
Yeah.
and fan loop.
Yeah, you either gambled that four sword's going to be up there, which I wouldn't take that gamble, or you just last location it.
No, if you already skipped it on your first go through, then at this point, yeah, you just don't do it.
Yeah, for
Until
Francois,
it's last
right?
location.
They're just gonna
But
finish.
I wouldn't have skipped pot push, and I wouldn't have skipped the big chest, and I wouldn't have skipped fan loop.
Yeah, I think Francois is just weighing up the amount of time it takes to go through the stuff, pot push and that check at the very top of the dungeon. Both the fan loop and the big key chest there, and just weighing those up against the probability that the four sword's going to be there, and it just didn't feel like it was a worthwhile endeavor. Looking at your tracker, you have a load of green everywhere else. The four swords
Yeah,
are probably there,
that's-
not in Palace.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, he needs to go and get that.
I mean,
Oh, he doesn't
he
need.
doesn't need to.
No, he can do the rest of Palace right now without this small key, but he's gonna go get it anyway.
Yeah, you don't want to like go. Like, I guess you would have to do it otherwise.
I would have just activated the red warp, and then.
Yeah,
So if you did have to come back
Probably.
later, you can just use the red warp. But that is, yeah. No, with the
it's
current.
another thing to have to remember versus just getting the Smoky now and not having to worry about it. Like, it's easy to make a mistake and forget that Smoky if you have to come back, and then if it's on the big chest, it's...
I mean, if
a
you check
lot of time.
everything else off in the dungeon and they're the only three things that you didn't check off, then I'm sure it'd be something you remember when you come back. I would be pretty confident in doing that play.
Yeah, you would usually remember it, but it's like, okay, you kept in mind that, okay, there's a small key on pot push which I skipped, and then I skipped the big chest and fan loop, and then you go back in and you go to pot push and you are like, wait, I need another key. Like, that's the kind of thing.
Also, that heart piece is a visible item, so you can mark it as a key.
I mean, my tracker doesn't care what's visible, you can mark anything, but sure. That's... Yeah, the heart piece there.
Oh no! Francois! Takes a death!
Francois didn't open the red warp, did he?
They didn't activate the red warp, and they didn't get any fairies. They have nearly hit bottle percent, and they have none of their bottles full of fairies right now.
Oof.
Yeah, that's a huge mistake.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, look, going back into Palace of Winds on 3 hearts is also another huge mistake. They shouldn't have just been like.
Yeah, no,
Just
it doesn't take
YOLOing
to
this
get
right now.
2 fairies.
You
outside
go and get
Palace.
those fairies, like absolutely. You don't just go straight back into here because you could just die again, and it's making your bad situation even worse. Yeah, and Francois not ahead of Aero right now. We
No,
don't know who is ahead.
to do Octo.
Because, yeah, Francois still has to spend 5 minutes going to do Octo as well. And Aero's already done that, so they need to... All they're doing now is Palace, and then they've got access to Dark Arrow Castle. Francois also skips the fairy that's in the
He's
skull
gonna
here.
fill up on hearts on the skulls before Octo, which is slow, but like...
Yeah, there's 4 hearts there, but... There was a fairy and a skull you could grab, and that's 4 hearts as well.
I mean, you can just keep going into that and
the-
getting
the-
those hearts over and
the
over,
skull
but...
On the left-hand side of the area, he was just there. Those have the fairy.
Like, there's always hearts here, so you
It's
can
gonna
fill up
drop.
here, it's just
Okay.
slow.
Yeah, this is...
Arrow giving up on Cane Skip. Like, faded
Just gonna-
twice and it's just going the vanilla road here.
Just gonna plug my guide a second time. Go check out Discord for learning how to do the cape jump here. Palace of Winter, super easy, consistent. Yeah, Aero's doing cane skip.
Francois is having some problems with Georg Eisner. There's...
Yeah, did they get down strike? Hopefully they did, and they will.
I don't remember seeing Downstrike. And they don't have that many scrolls, like they got Rockbreaker, Roll Attack, and a bunch of spin scrolls, but...
Yeah, they've got rubbish ones like Peril Beam. Yeah, they're gonna go for creating clones. Creating clones on Georg is quite a difficult fight. If you've got Downstrike, it makes this fight so easy.
Yeah, I don't think they have Downstrike though, so...
Yeah. Oh, he bugs out the eyes and gets them to do a second cycle here.
Yeah, was it just a second, or what did it happen again?
He just timed a swords slash. So.
Yeah, I saw, yeah, sure, they should have gone the other way, but did that happen once or twice? 'Cause I
It
saw it
was
happen twice there.
Yeah, I've seen it happen back to back before, but I don't think it was there. I think that was just a one instance of the bug.
So, is Arrow gonna do pot push here?
No,
Wow.
I wouldn't be doing it right now. Just
I
think.
would just...
You look at your tracker, and you think, what is the possibility that the sword is going to be in the one chest or the two chests that are up here? If it's on pot push, you can see
If it's on
it.
pot push, it's fine. Yeah,
Very.
I get that part. But... I don't know.
If they're looking at their trackers right now, they're just seeing a lot of
From my
green.
tournament experience, what's the chance that it's up there? 1/3. It happened in one of my 3 raids. No, it's not, like, sure, it's not that likely, but... I don't know. I wouldn't want to skip chests here in Palace. Especially not those, where it's really slow to get back to, and it doesn't...
I mean, people
Like, pot push takes time, fan loop takes some time, but it's way longer to get back
people
there.
last location Wobbuffet, and it doesn't lose anywhere near as much time as doing this. Like,
Wobbuffet is way faster to get back to. Like, the difference between doing it when you are first in drop list and going back for it isn't nearly as big as the difference for these checks.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to take that gamble. It's like, this is such a long check. I'm literally going to last location it, and I'm throwing away this win if it's here. But Aero's going to go for this, and they're going to have to backtrack.
Aero's going to have to do pot push.
There's down thrust. Okay, so Francois definitely didn't have it.
Yeah. I'd say doing these checks in this order is a mistake.
Yes, definitely. No, if you were planning on doing this, you would 100% do pot push first. This is just a mistake by Aero.
Oh, I didn't even mean that. Like, skipping pot push, you can argue about. Do fan loop before the big chest.
Yeah, he gets saved here if this is a small key.
Like, there's no scenario in which you open the big chest and then decide, based on what you find there, not to do fan loop. If it's your force sword, you still have to do fan loop.
How many keys did Francois have at the end of the dungeon?
Oh,
this can't be a small key. This can't be.
No, but I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, if it's a small key, you're gonna have to do it. If it's not a small key, you're gonna want to do it because it could be a force sword. So, and you never know whether it's a small key. So, unless you do it, well. But yeah, Arrow will have to go back to the small key on pot push.
Yeah, he's gonna go and hit the switch for it, and then when he sees the key drop, he needs to immediately quick warp and go and get it, and it's gonna lose him like.
Does he need to go immediately? He can go to the red warp, right? Because
he can go to the red warp, sure.
Or can he? No, both lock doors are after the red warp, so he can go to the red warp. Can he?
I can't remember where the other small keys were.
I don't think he can. I think he needs that small key to go to the red warp. Like, there was one on the heart piece, and
Francois really doesn't want to do Octo. Like, this would be such a huge blow for Francois if Octo had the full sword right now. Oh.
Okay, then.
Dear.
That's some flippers. So yeah, Arrow.
Oh, Arrow's not even going to get to skip pot push. He has to do the pot push anyway.
Of course he does. It's a small key. He
Yeah,
opened all the dark
no,
doors.
like if he had one more small key, he could hit the switch, and then he could go the back way, and it saves him time not having to do turn minish.
No, he can't do that.
Yeah, no, he can't do it. Yeah, that's what I was saying. If he got one more small key, then he could have done that and saved a bit more time. But now he's going to have to turn minish and do everything. Yeah, so
That's the juggernaut that's flippers locked.
Francois played this correctly by not doing pot push.
I mean, it depends.
Well, he's just saved a huge amount of time in Palace.
Well, sure, but it's
The
like
play was correct in this instance. It might not always be the correct play, but in this instance it was.
he could still be going back there before doing something like for a crit.
Well, you wouldn't. You really wouldn't, would you? To go to the top of Palace?
Probably not, but
like that is a.
Skip again.
I'm going to like. I'm gonna forfeit out of this seed if the last thing I have left is that thing. That is that level of play. I know I will have lost if the item is there. He's going for no graveyard key, going into Royal Crypt.
Yeah.
I have no idea what this routing is. He got his flippers, but he's not following the flippers.
He was at mode and was like, this is close enough. I just want to get the damper check.
How many bomb bags are there?
That was the last one.
Okay, that's all of them.
There
Someone
are
killed Dampe.
bombs
Like,
in this game.
wrong key, not like this. No.
No, just 5 rupees.
Not today, Dampe. Not today.
So, where's he going? Oh, under the library. Sure. No? Where's he going?
Flipper's
Great
chips.
Blade. Okay. I don't know.
It's
Like,
5
I'd
hours.
either, like, okay, go into droplets, of course, but other than that, I'd just go to deep wood.
5 out of 7 with rice. It's a rice start and then flippers make a wet end. Oh god. Is it hiking?
It could be. How long do you think it's gonna take Francois to get there?
I don't know. They might put it off for a while.
I mean, I'd put it off for a while here, like... I'd
I'm
definitely
just so
clear deep wood
surprised.
before hiking, but...
Oh my god, Tingle went to 4 swords! Who bet Tingle? Who bet Tingle? I saw someone bet Tingle.
Wow.
Oh no, oh Henderson bet. Flippers could have been avoided as well.
Yeah, just... Don't chase your boots, chase the other item you got out of Cave 25. Which was the Tingle trophy.
And no one bet Tingle, so we have no one
Oh
for this.
yeah. Yeah, Hendris was talking about Tingle, they didn't bet.
Yeah, so... I almost want to say, like, Tingle is one of those checks that I might have done before Palace.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, no, definitely.
Like, after Wind Trap, but before Palace.
Yeah, when you're looking for your 4th sword before going to Palace, you just have a quick scan of the overworld and go,
Like,
what are
which
some
checks
quick
or...
checks?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's like, from Francois, that's when I would have done Octo in his position. Like, just after Wind
Yeah.
Trap before Palette. Just in case, and then do some quick checks that you can do, like Tingle.
Looking at what they had available before Palace, what I would have done would have been Tingle, the Farmer Mitz Cave, the Mitz Caves and Minish Woods, and the Lolon Cave. They hadn't done those yet, I would have done those before Palace.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And then
Yeah, and there wasn't anything else in town.
there were the courtyard boots checks, which had the flippers. Could have done those before. I'm not sure you would want to do those. I don't think
Yeah,
I would have done those before Palace.
No, I would have been avoiding the boots checks as well, because...
I mean, if you do London Cave Secret, you would also do the Minish Path.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I would as well.
But other than that, yeah, I wouldn't want to chase boots all over the map. With Palace, with required Palace open.
Yeah, so pretty much, even if Aero goes to check Tingle after this dungeon, like immediately, they don't have enough time to catch up.
Having to go through it twice for pot push lost a lot of time, yeah.
Yeah, this is what lost the race for Aero, was not paying attention to the key logic in Palace.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have skipped pot push, but I like if you skip pot push, you have to skip at the very least the big chest. Like you can do fan loop if you really want to, but don't do the big chest if you have skipped pot push and you don't already have all your keys.
Yeah, you never want to bet against pot push having a small key. That is a bet
like
you're
that's...
not going to win.
Like yeah, like that when we were talking about skipping pot push in the first place, like yeah, no, you don't expect it to have the full sword, but you do expect it to have a small key.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the difference between Francois and Aero's gambles in Palace.
We start the tower bet now.
Yes.
Yeah, she can probably start a tower bet now. So in Dark Hollow Castle, we will need all of the small keys. And there's 4 checks before the towers and 4 towers that can have small keys. So there's 1 to 4 towers which are going to be required. So once the bot tells you to, you can bet in chat which set of towers is going to be required in this seed.
Aero's so low on health. Do they have fairies, or are they doing the same as Francois and are doing this without fairies? Aero has no excuses. They have 4 bottles. They're at bottle percent. Yeah, Tingle had the 4 sword. Oh, tower bet is up.
Yeah.
No one bet my bet, did they?
I didn't see your bet yet, but I could be wrong.
Bets are open.
Yeah, bets are open.
Oh no, Star's got some...
Rylax, I'm not sure what you're...
Dude, bet 2 dollars.
I mean, he didn't put the exclamation.
No, that's a
I
reference.
assume was on purpose, but...
I think it was the last race I said north-south.
I mean, that's a thing you said more than once, right?
It would be the east-west tower. Right, Francois is doing Octominute.
Yeah, how many...
How this goes for them.
Arrow got the smoke cycle, right? So this will save Francois some more time over.
Yes, and Francois can save 40 seconds here if he gets it first try. Oh no, he's got the wrong timing there. Yeah, no, that's a failed minute. Yeah, he kept on spinning around Octo instead of going back to the corner. Yep, the minute's dead at this point. If he gets past the cycle, it's purely RNG at this point.
Yeah, can still get lucky.
If Aero goes directly to Tingle right now after the Georg fight, yes, this is still a race. Because Francois did go to Royal Valley and some other things, but literally Aero has to go directly to Tingle right now.
Yeah, like the time that Francois spent with Royal Valley and Courtyard and like some other checks on the way, is basically the time.
Aero with the
lost
5-head play though, because they've got downstrike from their misplay in Palace, they got to do the Georg quite quickly.
I mean, opening that chest wasn't the misplay. The misplay was opening the chest after you had skipped pot push. If you're gonna open that chest, do pot push on the way. Which is a fine play when you're only looking for a 4-sword.
Yeah, they got the Tingle Trophy in North. In Cave 25 in Lake Hylia. They got it at the same time as their Caster Wildkin Stone, their last Caster Wildkin Stone, and their boots. That's when they got their Tingle Trophy. So, yeah, they got it ages ago, but they were doing dungeons in the meantime. So, you know, they weren't actively choosing to avoid it for doing other checks instead. But yeah, Aero's going to go for Graveyard.
Like Aero's doing Graveyard instead.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, when he left Town to the North, I thought he was going to open up the HC, which would have been fine, but...
Yeah. Do you really want to come here to Royal Crypt without your Graveyard Key?
No, I don't want to come here at all, but...
Invalid run. No bottle percent. Yeah, that's precisely the reason why you don't go to Dampé right now. It's like, Dampé's overplayed. What? You know, Gambler's Fallacy? It's had an item so many times. It's bound to not have an item this time around. It's like reverse Gambler's Fallacy.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, I know, it's a fallacy. That's what I'm saying.
Did Arrow mess up on the path there, or what?
Yeah, he got lost, so he went down.
It's also kind of low on health here, but... Yeah. So do you go through it again to go to Dampé, or do you just nope out of there? Yeah.
No, you nope out. But that is the seed telling you no.
Yeah.
Give it up.
So, yeah, I think I would have also knocked out, and Arrow is... I also would have said that I would have expected Arrow to go back for it.
No, you look at your tracker and you go, what are quick checks? Dampé is not a quick check right now.
No, Dampé is not a quick check. Tingle is a quick check. DHC is a quick check because you only have to account for the difference it takes. Not the actual time that it takes you to get that.
Right, where are you fluting, Arrow? Are you gonna get Tingle? He doesn't have the warp for Tingle! He didn't set it at the start, so he's gonna avoid it! He's going for Dark Horror Castle now, but yeah.
Well, in this situation, obviously the quickest walk to Tingle is Town, right? Because you have boots. If you don't have boots, is it Town or is it Wind Tribe and taking that portal?
Town.
Yeah, it's still probably Town, but... I mean, finding Flippers here might take him to South Harrowfield more quickly, because he also wants to get that Flippers check there.
I mean, yeah, that's what Francois did. They did that first and then checked Tingle and got the sword on Tingle that way.
So that could still work out for Arrow, though he is definitely behind at this point, like Francois is already in DHC. I mean, Arrow can open up DHC here, right?
Yeah.
And he should, probably.
Yeah, it loses 10 seconds if you open it now, which is
essentially makes
worthwhile.
that one check a 10-second time investment, which is really good for a check right now.
And
I
the
didn't
Aero
want
finding the
those.
red herring.
I really didn't want to see those.
Yeah, Aero not happy about that.
I mean,
Just
they gotta be
pretend they don't
somewhere.
exist, Aero. Just pretend they don't exist. Oh no. If Aero goes deep in Shrine, it is absolutely GG at this point. But, well,
I mean, he's already behind to the point that...
Francois probably not going to die. Well, we haven't seen him get any more fairies, so he could still die on Batty. He's already died once.
He's
Die
already healed up at least, so that's... He's probably fine.
Yeah, not having that warp by Link's house is isn't great.
I mean, you have boots. It really doesn't take long to run through town.
It's more of a mentality thing. When you get your ocarina out and it's like, where do I want to warp to? You don't have the thing down there, so you just think, okay, the items that are down there are going to take longer than if I had it, so it pushes it further away.
It's still faster than most other checks you have right now.
Yeah, but it's just that the other items that he's got since then, the boots, the flippers, it's like... It's going to take him over to like Hylia or into
Or
Deepwood.
South Airfield, because there's a boots flippers check there.
Yeah, it's one item.
Well, there's
And-
two there with Tingle as well.
Yeah.
And it looks like we have 3 towers this seed. Don't know which yet, but... Oh, the bet's already closed.
Yeah, the bet has been closed. Yeah, and we did see Francois get all of the chests in the correct order, so we have seen Stone King and the blade chest done. Yeah, not a bad shout from Aero right now. This is a good item dense location.
This is
but it's just the
yeah,
wrong
this
way.
is... I mean, we know that, but it's like, from his perspective, this is a good play.
Yes.
It's just not the play that he needs to make in this specific seat, in this situation.
Yeah, he also did the cave in the wrong order, so he has to backtrack through the whole cave to get that last chest, which is going to be junk. Ooh, that was so close from Francois there. Yeah, you're always unsure if you've placed a remote bomb, so you're like pressing the button multiple times, and because it's a remote bomb, as soon as you place it and you press it again, it's just going to blow up in your face and knock you off. So that's why I always say switch to regular bombs there. It just saves you the hassle of accidentally falling off. the half second it takes to press select when you've selected the bombs is going to save you the several seconds of falling off that platform.
Except if you don't know which button on your keyboard select was bound to. Which has happened to me in a tournament.
Yeah, doing a whole seed with regular bombs because you got remote
No,
bombs.
I
couldn't switch to them.
which, like, I didn't change my key binding, so it was the emulator's default, so I looked up what those were, like, halfway through the seed when I had that moment for that. But it's definitely like, huh, I never need this button.
Right, we're checking northeast first. What is this going to have our non-required item? No, it's smoky. Yeah, Francois goes for roll strats on the dark nuts.
Yeah, those look like, if you can pull them off, pretty quick.
Yeah, it just takes some practice, and with them you can only do one slash, whereas if you're using the cape jump, you can get 2 slashes in on the dark nuts. So you're just hoping even more for good RNG, because if you get good RNG, then you can pin them against a wall and insta-kill them. So it takes longer than cape unless you get good RNG. Yeah, you can only do the roll attack when you get good RNG and they decide to do a dash. Otherwise you just need to...
I mean, he got 2 slashes in there after a roll, so...
yeah, Aero's 4 swords on Tingle.
Yeah, which they found the Tingle trophy a while ago in Cave 25, but that also had the last caster Kingstone, and...
They didn't have much left in Logic, and then they just got a bunch of other stuff, and it just turned them away in the wrong direction. And now they're just lost. They're probably going to be going into Deepwood now.
Okay, so it looks like the northwest tower did not have a smoky.
Yeah, that's right.
So it was 3 towers, not northwest. Don't know if anyone bet that, but...
Also wins, if you notice, Aero's Ocarina, he didn't activate the warp by Link's house, so that's pushing him further away from checking that spot. So remember, kids, activate the Wind Crest by Link's house. You're gonna need it. It's completely a mentality thing. Like, if you walk to town and then just boots down, it doesn't take long at all.
I mean, you're not gonna need it if you just go to Tingle after Windtrap before Palace and just take the warp down from Windtrap instead.
I swear that's slower. Don't make me go and time that. Please, don't make me go and time that.
Like, if you came from Cloudtops and the quick warp takes you down there anyways? I don't know. If you flew to Windtribe, yeah, no, that's slower. Pretty sure.
I'm going to assume it's slower because the spinny portal animation is super slow.
Yeah, it's... Oh look, there's the arrow, the bobber. Oh no, Francois did that? Huh.
Wait, what was that?
The bow butterfly.
Yeah, which...
The Lone Secret.
Oh, Francois probably did it then.
Yeah,
that was Red Sword. That was like, yeah, they had access to that ages ago.
Yeah.
But I hadn't seen Francois go and do it. Yeah, Francois getting pinballed in between the dark nuts. They like enclosed around him, which is really bad. You want to keep them clumped together, and then you spin around them. But if they surround you, you're kind of screwed with your great spin.
So, okay, about the bet, we have no one with BTs who said not northwest. We only had Hendrus with 3, but no missing tower.
Wait, did they just say 3? With
Yes.
no tower? They just said 3, then they win. Oh wait, no, they said 3, not northwest. So they were wrong.
No. It was 3, not northwest. Henry said it was 3.
Oh, if he just said 3 on... Yeah, the winning bet is 3. Because he wasn't wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like those sorts of bets because there's enough possibilities that, like... But yeah, Arrow found his first out.
Yeah, too late for Aero. Francois is already on Veti 1. And moving on to Veti 2 now. I think Francois had a pretty decent Veti 1 there. I saw them get a great spin, and I think that was a 3 cycle.
Yeah, I mean, Vati 1-3 cycle isn't the difficult part of Vati. When you have great spin, or...
Yeah, once you know where to do the timing, you can... Veti 1 is basically free. You don't have to worry about his teleports at all. Just make sure you don't... You leave one of the eyes floating around Veti 1, and then you can just do a great spin on him and it'll kill him. Yeah, so who hasn't done async 1 yet?
I haven't done async 1 yet. Please don't spoil it.
I haven't done it either. Hendrus told me to do it.
Okay.
Hendrus said 1 is amazing and that everyone needs to do it, so everyone is being told they need to do async 1.
I guess I should do async 1 then.
Am I going to return to Rando?
Yes. Just do async.
Just to do async 1. No, I hate asyncs, they're so bad.
Just do async 1.
Hobo rolls awful rotten seeds and I hate them. I want to do glitchless, okay? I was doing glitchless practice earlier today.
Well, Rando is glitchless.
No.
Yes, it is. Don't do glitches in Rando.
The muscle memory's all different. Like, glitchless has like twice as many Eslo triggers as any percent. And you need to do Flipper and Boots and Book quest in the middle of the run, and that is a real head scratcher, a real thonker.
I mean, yeah, obviously all vanilla items is terrible. So just do Rando instead.
It's fine when you know where they are.
Still
like-
terrible.
Yeah, anyway, I am going to be grinding glitchless and getting a decent run first before I come back to Rando. Okay, Francois is on Betty 3.
Yeah, this is like... Did you already do 1 or 2 hits?
That was 1 hit, I believe. Yep.
Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about how well Francois is doing the boss fight here and saying GG to them.
But
Or we could just ignore what's going on in this race and just talk about
I
nonsense.
mean, the race is over. Like, okay, Francois just finished Vati 3. That's. You see Vati in every race. I'm sure there has been some good commentary on it. But,
Yeah.
we can
were
just get
keeping up
Francois in here to talk about the seed, so let's do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
GG Francois.
Yeah, GG Francois.
Thank you. Hi, everyone.
So, some seed, right?
Tingle.
Yeah, too cool.
Just do some quick checks before Palace.
And we've got Aero in as well. GG Aero.
Who rolled this?
Guess who? Not me.
1 million. Oh, those
It's
flippers!
pretty bad. Sorry about that.
Yeah, the flippers were a complete red herring.
Those flippers destroyed me.
And the boots as well.
The boots were fine. They were convenient.
The boots led to the flippers.
That is a problem, though.
Yeah, when I found the flippers, I was telling myself, not now, please. I hate getting the flippers in general, but I hated getting them now.
I followed them.
Towards South Arrow Field, right?
I followed them completely too. I did almost all of the filter checks except for hiking.
Yeah, both of you decided that you wanted to do Minish checks ASAP as soon as you got to Caster. It's like both meta playing each other, and it turned out to both stab yourselves.
Well, if Tingle hadn't had the Force Sword, hiking was my next check. Also, of course, it's Tingle.
Yeah, you guys liked that Kane spot? In the
That Kane spot.
Oh god, that Kane.
I'm like, I don't want to go in here without Kane, but I only have this and the dojo at Castle. This is all I have left. It's going to be something here, but if it's the Kane, I'm going to be mad. Okay.
Yeah, we were surprised you didn't last location at Aero, and we thought you were going to go do the dojo first before doing it, but you
I was already doing town stuff.
Yeah, Francois, on the other hand, they bailed out of the top of Credle, didn't do the vanilla route, and then, yeah, they last location the fountain.
I am
what's funny-
really
what's
glad
funny- What's funny is that when I got the cane, I forgot to do the nobles checks
Oh yeah!
in the fountain.
And
So I had
So
to come back.
excited!
like, we were watching Arrow at the time because he was in Cave of Flames and had found. Like, okay, so that's probably oh wait, Francois just found the Cane and Fountain.
Well, what's bad is the fountain was doable before climbing Crenel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
mean,
painful part.
it always is though, and you never want to do it first because you always
Nope.
want Cane before doing Fountain.
Technically, you want Kane before doing either, but Crenel has more check.
Yeah, you want to get Cane before Cave of Flames, but you don't care about Cane for the Beanstalk on Cred, no? And
Also,
when you're already
the story
up
of
there-
the story of this seed is just late swords in general.
Yeah, the swords wanted to hide for as long as possible, didn't they? The
Mhm.
red sword up in Cloudtops was...
Once I got red sword, I'm like, I don't need that much more. There's not going to be anything on these rookie spots. Sure enough, hardly anything. It's like we already have most of our stuff. I saw the boots, I was like, I'm not the biggest fan of this, but convenient. Then I see the flippers, I'm like, it's like, well, that's it.
Yeah, another, one of the heartbreaking things for you, Aero, was the key logic in Palace.
I took a gamble on it. I was like, if I get this wrong, I'll lose like 5 minutes. If I get this right, I save a ton of time. And then luckily, I got locked sooner than I could have.
Yeah, Francois made the same gamble as you, but they didn't check the vanilla big key chest, because if you're going for that chest, then what you're basically gambling is that Pot Push doesn't have a small key.
That's
and
exactly what I gambled.
You can't make that kind of gamble. Pot Push is so likely to have a small key.
Oh, I know. I get done with it. I'm like, I already found 3 keys. There's a possibility there's nothing on Pop Push. Oh no, no more keys. Well,
Yeah.
and then if for some reason Cave Jump just wasn't happening for me. They both had no tension. I attempted it twice. I'm like, nope, screw this. I'll take the extra minute.
Have I got the news for you? I've just released a guide video on how to do that cape jumps.
I know how to do the Cave Jump. That's the problem.
A consistent way of doing it, that you get it first try every time. Honestly, I do it in speedruns and I don't even think about it anymore because it's free.
Nice. Yeah, that palace was horrible. Between the palace and the flippers, it didn't help. It was like, oh, okay, I can follow the flippers or I can do everything. Let's try the flippers. Nope. No, Cave Jump is not.
Yeah, no, the
logic.
cape jump in Palace is not in logic.
It will never will be.
No, that's not something that should be in logic.
That would be mean.
Kane can be at the end
I think
of
what
Palace,
I'm thinking of is the cape jump required to reach Blue Chew. Not Blue Chew, Octo.
Oh, yeah, not Octo, the
Octo.
the one in
That
Palace.
one is still in logic for some reason and shouldn't be, but
Yeah, the one for droplets is in logic.
and it shouldn't be.
It has been changed in the next release. It just so happens that it got changed right after 0.6, which was like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
So the change is ready and waiting for the end of the tourney. At the end of the tourney, there's going to be such a huge update to the rando that's going to change a lot of things because there's been a lot of work going on in the background.
So as soon as I got my 4th sword on Tingle, the thought came in my head. I'm like, either one, somehow he dodged Tingle, or B, he's gonna dot done as soon as I enter Dark Hyrule Castle. We see which one happened. We see which one happened.
Oh, this race was so close throughout a lot of it. It was pretty much the key logic in Palace of Winch which tipped the favor.
Yeah. Key logic hurt me a little bit. It put me about a little more than 5 minutes behind, and then I just completely followed. I took the flippers bait.
Yeah, Francois, you avoided Octo until you were in go mode.
Yep.
I triple dipped. I triple dipped droplets, I think.
Yeah, I avoided Octo because I wanted the boots, and also I had dipped far enough into droplets to come back for only 3 checks. So I decided to come back either as a last location or when I'm in go mode.
Yeah, if it would have been on Pot Dive, it would have been last location because I was determined not to go back into droplets for a single check.
Yeah, but you were gonna have to do Octo anyway, so doing that, like, after, say, Hype Cave or something, wouldn't lose that much time, right?
I guess.
Yeah, if it was me that rolled the seed, would it have changed your route, and would you have decided to go to Octo just for the chance that there's a force?
I don't know. I don't know. I already rushed Octo today, so I think droplets was my second element. I think because I did Cave of Flames first. I can't remember. I know I did those two almost back. I did those two almost back to back. But...
Yeah, you did go into.
Also, this was also just a really horrible dungeon layout. I did not like it.
I mean,
it wasn't too bad though, because you got all the kinstones you needed. Really,
you avoided
the kinstones were really early. Oh, also shoutouts to the auto tracker saying for like an hour that I had 4 Cloud Top Stones when we all knew I only had 3.
I didn't even notice that, but yeah, auto tracker.
That's why I didn't. I didn't do the fusion, the last fusion I had in Cloud Tops, just to keep my 4 kinstone on the tracker.
Yeah, we were wondering you were doing in Cloud Tops on your second trip?
Also, never found a third book, never found Graveyard Key.
Nope.
Yeah, probably in Deepwood.
Probably. I almost went to Deepwood. I'm glad I didn't, because I would have chased the Graveyard Key.
Yeah, after Flippers, and you went to Minish Woods as well to do the Mitz Caves there. We were expecting you to dive into Deepwood at that point.
Nah, I was determined I was in the last location, dipping dungeons.
Graveyard Key was on Split Blade.
Oh! Wait, what?
Oh!
Wait,
Behind
both?
Flippers.
Oh!
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's some dodge
Lucky
bait.
dodge for both of you.
I almost went back there a couple times.
And the nut behind Flippers. So both access methods to Deepwood were behind
behind
the Flippers or the boots.
Wow. Yeah, that seed. Yikes. You get all the mean points in the world for Tingle having the 4 sword. But...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's. Would have to ask Hendrix to make sure, but yeah, I'd expect that one as a meme point.
I'd add 1 cruelty point for the cane. That cane spot was really cruel.
Yeah,
that cane
can
was
see that.
cruel.
I mean, it's
I mean,
always.
as soon as I found the cape, my first comment's like, cape first item. I already hate the seed.
Yeah, we
you
heard.
unmuted in less than 3 minutes.
Yeah, that says something. I'm like, I already dislike the seed.
How can you not like a cape early like that? That's great. It's like, oh, boy.
Early cape is fine. I don't like it being my first item.
Yeah, because you think when you get your cape, you're like, okay, I can go to Lake Hylia.
It was like, no, you got a bunch of one-off stuff you can do now.
Yeah, but luckily you got bombs like in the Rupee Mania cave right at the start, so it's like, okay, that.
I'm
that
glad
gives
I
you a
remembered.
lot.
I'm glad I remembered I could make that with cape. That would have
Yeah,
sucked.
that's really important.
Else I would have circled the long way around Minish Woods.
I mean,
Just
that's what
to get my
you
sword.
use a tracker for, right? It's green.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a green dot on your tracker there. Okay, yeah, must be able to go there.
There's still
Right.
a lot of green left on my tracker because I dodged a lot of bait. But the biggest bait of all got us.
I mean, yeah, if you don't do Tingle before Palace, I guess you're full killing Palace.
Sad part is I almost, after rescuing Gregor, I almost went and grabbed Tingle first out afterwards. I'm like,
If you're in the area,
I
I don't know. I feel like
that was it was a tough call. I was like, I could go get Tingle, but I could just commit Palace. Thinking back now, I definitely should have went and got Tingle, but oh well.
yeah, hindsight's 20/20. Yeah, here in the commentary box, we were both like, yeah, we would totally do Tingle before going to Palace, but you don't know unless you're there.
I mean, I did say that I would dip out after Wind Tribe before going into Palace, and at that point, you to Tingle. But
Yeah, at that point, I would have done
Eric, you're getting
Tingle.
so
and-
trolled by Vati 3 there.
Oh yeah, Patty 3. It kept going out there to the offside. I'm like,
Yeah, you keep creating a straight line of
stop it.
clones instead of putting Link in the middle. So yeah, he was constantly standing on the side that you had
just
Link.
punishing you for the mistake you're doing.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Just make sure you put Link in the middle when you're creating your clones. I like all of the retro strats you do, Aero. It's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, it's like I know.
It's like,
what
oh my
you're
god,
doing.
this is strats we used to do when we first started racing. It's like all of the new people have completely different strats. So yeah, we say GG to Francois. You're going to move on to your next round match against Rylux.
Rylux.
We're going to get a French match.
Yeah. French battle. I look forward to it. Actually.
Battle of the French. Let's
Are
go.
you the last two remaining French in the tourney?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think since Rumstein got eliminated by Dark Horse.
Wait, what? What was that?
Yeah, he was.
Did you not notice the past results, or did you not?
Yeah,
understand?
Rom was the last French player, and they got knocked out to Dark Horse. But yeah, the winner of your next match gets to go up against Dark Horse and get some French revenge.
Yeah. That's correct. So, whatever the result may be, I hope the French will be avenged.
And on other matches, we have Nimbus vs. Dex scheduled for this coming Saturday. And next week on Tuesday, we have Lucy vs. Carson. Both of those on the other side of the losers bracket from this match, but one of those quarterfinals round 1 match, the other is quarterfinals round 2.
So I guess there are no further questions.
No, not really.
Not really.
Yeah, you better practice.
Again, GG to the runners, and thank you Myth and iBot for commentating. And don't forget our trackers, Staff 1468 and Hendris. Give all of those a follow. And see you next time here on CSR.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya, bye.